I have grown up to 10 million views and 20k followers within 40 days. And now I have hit 1 million views within just 4 days after the recent video that I uploaded. And there have been a lot of requests for a tutorial video, so now I'm opening up. Here are the exact workflow that I used. But before we start, there is something you must know. I am not one of those course sellers who say, this is the goldmine niche, just copy me and buy my courses type of YouTuber. That's not me. I'm gonna tell you the truth. So before you watch the whole workflow, just listen to this, which will actually save you money and time from buying courses and copying their exact projects and end up failing. Guys, do not ever just copy anybody. That is a dead end. When there is a guy who tells you to do so, do not listen to that guy. Just stop and think about it for a little while. It logically doesn't make sense. When I or other guys show you the workflow, you always have to just take their skills, add your own idea, bringing it up to the next level, making a better, more fun, cooler videos or more informative videos. And this is the most important part, never be replaceable. If you just copy like all those gurus say, this is what's gonna happen to you. You are going to end up in a sinking dead ship with all the other students who took that course. When you take those courses and open up the same channels as they do, like they say just copy me, it is like opening a same trendy magic show in a same street in a same neighborhood, which will eventually kill you and all your competitors all together, while the course sellers will be off to somewhere else selling other courses to other people with their pockets full of your money. So guys, before you guys buy a course or copy someone's niche, always think about this and actually be a content creator, not a content factory. Alright, then let's dive in right away. So this is the platform that I use to do all my workflow. Go to Topview. You can find the link in the description as well. Let's press the image button and let's press the image to edit button. So before we start our project, there is one concept that you have to understand before we start the whole process, which is we are going to use start to end frame style to create the whole sequence. Since we want the whole video to seem like a non-stop video, we are going to split our video into 4 scenes and we will create an image for each scene. So the first image is where they stand together, and the next image is where Boo is grabbing the character, and then the third image is the close-up of the Boo's face, then the final image is the final transformation. So when you get these kind of concepts, don't just copy it, but upgrade it into your own version and create a better video, alright? So after we got all the images for the scenes, we want to turn the 4 images into a video using start to end frame tool. So the first scene will have the first image for the starting frame and the second image for the ending frame, and then you create the video. Then the second scene will have the second image as the starting frame and the third image as the ending frame. Create a video again, and then the third scene will have the third image as the starting frame and then the last one as the ending frame. Then you create a video again, and then for the last one we don't need start to end frame since it is the last scene, since we're gonna just create any kind of video showing the character's skill. So it doesn't matter what kind of tools or video generation tools you use, just use the starting frame without the ending frame. And then when you edit the video, if you just line them up like this, you will get the non-stop one whole video like I do. So back to top view, press the select model button, and as you can see there are a lot of models that you can choose from, even mid-journey, so this is really cool. Now the first step, we want to create the realistic model for our scenes. So download your animation character's full body portrait image and drag it into this import part. And for the prompts, I will leave the link to my website, and I will leave all the prompts on my website so you can just go there and copy and paste them. But if you get better at generating AI images, you can make modifications and make it suit your taste. Hit generate. I generated multiple times. You can add more images for the reference, and now we got a good looking Ginjo. Let's do the same thing for Boo. And now we gotta put them together and make them look like they're in the same place and create our first image for the first scene. Now we're gonna import 2 of those images that we have just created, and then we're gonna write the prompt. All the prompts, like I said, is going to be on the website. Alright, looking great. Now let's create the next scene's image where Boo is grabbing the character. We're gonna import the image that we have just created where Boo and the character is standing together, and we're gonna write down this prompt. Alright, looking great. And now for the Boo's close-up face, we're gonna use the image where only Boo is standing alone, because we don't need the character in this scene anymore. Alright, Boo looks great. So the last scene is gonna be the hardest part because we have to get the right image of the mixed up character. So you have to keep on changing the prompt, adjusting and making modifications so that the new Boo character really looks like Boo has absorbed that character. Now let's bring up Boo's realistic picture and Ginjo's realistic picture, put them together. And you can use this prompt, but from now on you have to wing it and keep on adding the materials that you want this character to have. So first, you can use my prompt as the base, but then you gotta keep on making modifications. Alright, it turned out pretty cool. So now we're all set with all of our images for the scenes. So now let's go make our video. Now let's press the video button right here and then go to image to video. As you can see, you have the starting frame and the ending frame, but you want to change the select model to cling. You can use Sidehustle 2.0 if you want, but as up to now, I have only used Cling 3.0 for almost all the videos that I have made. Some of them I have used Sidehustle, but most I have used Cling 3.0. So like I mentioned before, let's put the image number 1 to the starting frame and the second image to the ending frame. For here also you can use the prompts that I used, but also you can make modifications to make your videos more engaging and fun. Alright, video turned out really cool. So now we're gonna put the image number 2 as the starting frame and then the third image as the ending frame. Type in the prompts, and all of the videos we want them to be 3 seconds because we don't want to waste too much money and credit on them. I almost only use 3 seconds for all of my videos except the last scene, which is the most important scene, so I use about 5 seconds. There we go, we got a good scene. Now let's move on to the next scene. Now you know how to do it, right? We took the image number 3 as the starting frame and then the last image as the ending frame. Write the prompts, 3 seconds, hit generate. I've accidentally pressed 4 seconds, so we got a 4-second video. Now it's the last scene. We only have to put the last image in the starting frame and we don't need end frame here. Write the prompts with the special skills and VFX that you want the video to have. So this part is actually all up to you. Alright, we're all set with 4 videos. Now we have to create the fonts and the sound effect and the character introduction voices. Just to quickly introduce the platform to you guys, Topview has all the new AI tools that are out, including Sidehustle 2 and ChatGPT Image version 2. And I have been using this platform for a long time because it has simple and clear user interface and allows great lip sync avatars, which I used a lot to make my faceless YouTube videos, which comes out in a really high quality with excellent synchronized lips with my voices. But the most thing that I like about this site is the price. I mean, I am currently using 1-year Ultra plan and the price is absurdly cheap. For about $150 per month, I can generate over 600 3-second videos with Cling 3.0, which is essential to me. So I've been using this platform for a long time. So you guys can also check it out if you want. Okay, to create the fonts, let's go to the text to image. And let's use GPT image 2 and we are going to type in this prompt right here. For here, always don't forget to put in the chroma key word so that you can later on erase the background automatically when you edit the video in Capcut. And it's really simple. You're gonna get an image with a cool font. And obviously for the voice, we're gonna use Elevenlabs. The link is down in the description. The good thing about Elevenlabs is that you rarely have to purchase a subscription because the free credits that they give you is quite enough. You can go here in the voice tab and you can search for the type of voice that you want to use. And then you add them to your library. You go to the text to speech section. You type in your text, choose your voice, generate. That's about it. You're done. Now let's move on to editing. Editing is actually maybe the easiest one. Open the Capcut desktop version. The link is obviously down in the description. Create new project. You line up all the videos together in chronological order. Now you drop the font here and then we want to erase the chroma key background. Let's remove the background chroma key and click the green part right there and it's gone. And now let's add some animation. So go to the animation and look for the animation that you like and add the animation to the font to make it look more dynamic. you can reduce the length of the font so that it doesn't last so long, covering up all the video. Now let's add the voiceover, and let's add the sound effects. Go to audio and go to sound effects, look for boom, and you can find these cool sounds that you can use and place them in the right place of the timeline where you want the sound to come out. If you click the thin line in the middle of the audio, you can adjust the... And now you have to add the music. In the next tutorial, I'm going to tell you how to make AI music, which is not that hard, and how I made this music. So after you have any music that you want to put into, just drag it and drop it in. And then you're all set. Let's go to export and we're done. Alright guys, thanks for watching the video. If it helped, please like and subscribe. There are great course sellers, but don't get scammed by weird course sellers. Keep your money, time safe in your pocket. Cheers.
Thank you for watching David's AI Mastery.